Nandoli Nando Mewa, Ezema Seshi Yamenfi, Ahata Jomoro Sekendi, Boletolo Yendi Salaga, Tamale Bimbi La Karaga, Damongo Yendi to Gambaga, Wale Wulesi and Sawala, Efusu Gomo Agona, Asene Fatima Komenda, then Shira Ewutu Ebura, Brakwa Odo Bene Sukuma, Kidi Kade Esawan, Achimoda Akwetia Somanya, Suhume Briko Koridia, in Koko to Ekapim Charlie them chow. What's up? What's up? What's up? Right? Charlie. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah. Trying to make it happen. So I just see you from the east to the west to the north to the south, man. Wherever you dig, Charlie, I just see you. Boy or girl, man or woman, whatever, man. Morgan. Let's get this thing going. BBNZ, baby.
Trusted, innovative, financial services, providing affiliation, support and solutions. Customer-oriented, superior services. Your success our passion. Trusted, innovative, financial services, providing affiliation, support and solutions. Customer-oriented, superior services. Your success our passion. 10 good years of loyalty, service with integrity, protective of our Ghanaian brand. 10 years of excellence, 10 years of loyalty. Your success our passion. Oh yeah, your success our passion.
Your success our passion.
Call me Miss AK and I'm about to give you real hot and quick 10 minutes of the trendiest entertainment news in GH and around the world on 3FM 92.7. Every weekday from 5 p.m, all the scandals, the money and fame, the lyrical battles and hottest collabs.
Let me get them another big shot banger. Let me take your way back into this.
With no fears, I'll break into the world of dancehall kings and queens, tongue-twisting rappers, and all the fashionable celebs you wished you were dating. I know, right? And hey, if you wanna date Patapa, your fashion should be on point. It's entertainment news on 3FM 92.7 with Miss AK. Every weekday from 5 p.m. right here on 3FM 92.7 on the Easy Stream Show.
Is in the house tonight.
That's right. Hello, everyone. My name is Giovanni Caleb, and live here on 3FM, I bring to you the 3FM Drive. Weekdays, 2 p.m. till 5:30 p.m.
Agudo metu sakama, kanto mesa belente, tudu tuwako eje, kuku hill to Kinawe, best like Tukanda Estate,
3FM 92.7. Welcome to Community Connect. My name is Johnny Hughes, and we're coming to you live from the Teshi Kiblo car park. We told you about it today. A few months ago, we were here at this very location, and lots of issues popped up. So today, we've come to do a mop-up of the main issues that came up the other time, and to find some more answers. So our guests here this morning, we have the Ghana National Education Campaign Coalition. We also have the Ghana Federation for Persons with Disability. We have some persons living with disability within this area, this municipality. The trotro and taxi drivers are also our guests, the market women. Everybody is here, and so if you're around here, you can join us and let your voice be heard. We'll be talking about a salad of issues ranging from our roads, our education, our health, security, and all the matters in between. But top of the agenda will be the 3% District Assembly Common Fund allocation to persons living with disability. I repeat, the 3% Common Fund allocation to persons living with disability. This edition of Community Connectors, supported by Star Ghana Foundation, with thanks to Danida, the European Union, and the UK Aid. You can always join us here and be part of the conversation. Later on, we'll activate the WhatsApp lines for you to send your thoughts and comments to us, and then we'll pick your comments because we are big on your comments. But we'll start the conversation right away. Deepest apologies for the late start of the program. We were supposed to start at 8 a.m., but we had a few challenges. But better late than never, they say. So we're airborne now. This is Community Connect, your community right advocacy program. My name is Johnny Hughes. Teshi Kiblo, are you ready? Okay, so you heard the crowd, they are ready. We're set to rock and roll. Driver for Yojibojo, nurse Yojibojo, person with disability Jibojo. Mo fair bonijie, ke bo fair bono tamo. Oba bo microphone, no ye no ni kan otri no. Nse ko ni wo ba bi ene sanjin ko mejeje ko. Awo washi ake sanjin abakwe na sa. O baba bi ake na kan sanjin asa lo. Nike asa ko miniano. Padi miniano. No jisane ni oba bi e. The municipal assembly is also represented. I see the presiding member of the assembly here as well. So it's a full house, it's a packed house. But we'll start the conversation this way from an educational point of view. And Mr. Kofi Asare is here. He's my guest, my very first guest. Mr. Yao Debra is also here. He's the board chair of the National Council for Persons with Disability. But Kofi Asare is the executive chair of the Ghana National Education Campaign Coalition. We've been with him as a worthy partner in everything education from across the north, south, east, and west. Kofi, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, and good morning to all our listeners. We are doing very fine.
Kofi, it's a brand new day, but the issues of education continue to persist. Quickly tell me, what indications have you picked from this municipality about the state of education, especially the public schools? Tell me about it.
Well, Lekma is one of the municipalities in the Greater Accra region. It is also coastal, more or less, and then there are progressive issues when it comes to basic education. Access and quality, they are not doing too bad. But then we also have issues in relation to equity, where most children along the coastal line have difficulties in accessing education, affecting enrollment and retention, and also issues in relation to persons with disabilities being provided with facilities to enhance the development of their education, which is more or less a national phenomenon. And so the challenges in this municipality are not too different from the challenges in other peri-urban communities or, let's say, other rural communities. Exactly.
Interesting thoughts you have there. I've had a chance to go to some of the public schools in this vicinity. And the last time we were here, we realized that the schools were not accessible to persons with disability because we didn't have ramps in some of the schools. And the engineer promised us that when we return the next time, we shall have ramps in the schools. Mr. Yao Debra was here on that day, and I'm sure he remembers the promise. But what do you feel about the fact that 12 years after the Disability Act was passed, we still do not have schools that are accessible in terms of ramps for persons with disability?
The problem that we as a coalition have in respect to the approach our governments adapt in resolving issues affecting persons with disability, especially in education, has been the tokenistic nature. You know, we have been advocating for the past 12 years that there must be a revision of the infrastructural design for all basic schools so that no school is built without a ramp access. Unfortunately, this simple issue has been so difficult for a country like Ghana to comply with. And so you find that in the past decade, the Ministry of Education, district assemblies keep building schools without ramp access.
Have you asked the relevant questions? Because you are the education campaign coalition. Have you asked that? Look, you are awarding a contract that doesn't have the requirements. For example, somebody is using a wheelchair. It needs to have a ramp in the school. We need to have a special class for persons with autism. Have you asked that question? What has been the answer that has been given to you?
We haven't asked questions because the issue is not about asking questions. It's about demanding response. We have demanded from government that no school should be built without a disabled access. No school should be built without separate toilets for boys and girls. You understand? These two issues are so basic and fundamental. How much does it cost to provide a ramp access alongside the normal stairs in any school? But you find that as we speak, over 200 schools are being constructed across the country, 6-unit classroom blocks. Most of them are without toilet facilities, and I have not seen any design which has a disabled ramp access. You understand? So, for me, the least commitment government can ever make is to provide a ramp. That's the least, because how much will it cost? Probably 200 Ghana cedis. And so, I don't see real commitment. I see tokenistic. I see tokenism, where we will have mercy on you and then drop some crumbs. That has been the approach. The district assemblies especially, they are the ones who play a key role in supervising these contractors. Whether it's a Get Fund contract or a Ministry of Education contract, all these things are done with some involvement of the district assemblies. But you find that the engineers at assemblies, when they go to monitor, it is not part of their protocols to look out for schools being constructed having disabled access. If it is part of our policy, if it is if it is internalized into infrastructural design, if it is part of the protocol of the engineers at assembly, we won't be discussing this. But if the thing is not embedded in policy, we will keep crying, and that will happen. And that's why I'm saying that we want to see commitment actualizing in policy and being implemented, and not the usual tokenistic approach where they say, okay, we are promising you, by the time you come next year, they will be there. The problem shouldn't have even been there, because ramp access is the most basic thing that any local authority, any government should provide for persons with disability.
Mr. Faridabra, let me turn my attention to you. You are the board chair of the National Council of Persons with Disability. This issue has been lingering on, and it's a national issue. Every municipality, at least that I have visited, has that problem. The last time we were here, we talked about it. How far have you gone in your conversation with government to ensure that this becomes a thing of the past, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much. The council has done a lot to ensure that the accessibility features are incorporated into the new building code that has been adopted and launched. So the first step, actually people, building engineers and contractors were complaining that they did not actually have accessibility features, so which is formalized. So now, working together with the Ministry of Housing, we have been able to incorporate the accessibility standards into the new building code. So from this time onwards, nobody will have the reason to say that they were putting up something that they did not have standards to follow.
I beg to differ. I've seen the Millennium Schools that were constructed, and they don't have ramps. The Millennium Schools, which were built with the taxpayers' monies, which were said to be helping the children to take instruction and to improve their lives and to be knowledgeable, have no ramps. How come?
Yes, we are talking about buildings that were put up around 2010, 2011.
No, I'm talking about 2016.
2016.
Right.
Millennium buildings.
Millennium
But
schools.
I know it was during President Mills' time that these things were put
President
up. because
Mahama built
we
some.
were able to raise concern about that fact that the Millennium schools that was supposed to be standard did not feature disability accessibility standards. So it is one of the things that even the Ghana Federation of Disability Organizations decided to take government even to court for that. So actually, what we have been able to do is to ensure that the code has disability features now, accessibility features.
It looks good on paper, but on the ground, does it exist? Look me eyeball to eyeball and truthfully tell me, does it exist? The ramps?
Yes, I admit to the fact that it is not all schools that have been put up that have accessibility access. In other words, accessibility features. But some of the schools, they have it, but it is in a small number. For example, we had reason to take government to task about what we call the e-blocks. Because we visited a lot of the e-blocks and most of the classrooms that were upstairs did not have any accessibility pass.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, and that's a big problem. So actually, as we at the council time, we have been engaging the Ministry of Gender that has direct responsibility.
For how long are we going to have this engagement?
But my friend, the fact is that you do the advocacy. You do the advocacy. But when it comes to putting it to action, it becomes a bit difficult. And sometimes
Kofi says
we have to
don't do advocacy.
See,
Demand for it.
Yeah,
have
but
you been
sometimes you have to
demanding for it.
You know, we demand. But you know the attitude of people towards disability issues. Sometimes they want to make it an afterthought. And that is something that we have been fighting against, that every development activity should, at the inception stage, have disability component. And this is what we have been fighting all the time up to this time. We have raised loud voices over this issue. So sometimes it has to be even tested. Some of the issues have to be tested at the court, just as the Federation tested the N11 at the Human Rights Court.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Kofi, take a bite on this one quickly, and then we'll get to talk about the roads. The last time we were here as well, we spoke about the roads. But Kofi, this is what Mr. Deborah is saying to us. He says that they've been advocating, and that, well, when it gets to implementation, it becomes a problem. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, you will face that challenge if, as I mentioned, it is not embedded in policy. If it is the policy of the government of Ghana that every school building, whether it's a single story or two-story, should have disabled access, okay? It will be incorporated into acceptable school designs at the infrastructure coordinating unit of the Ministry of Education.
Right.
So when that happens, it won't be your business to go chasing contractors or policymakers to find out whether this school has a disabled access. It's something like saying that you are going to monitor the construction of school A to find out whether the school has a roofing sheet.
Right.
Why wouldn't you go and do that? Because roofing sheets or the roofing is embedded in the design.
Exactly.
At the infrastructural and coordinating unit of the Education Ministry.
Okay.
So in the same way that no contractor can build a school without a roof, we should get to the point where no contractor can construct.
Are we at that point yet?
I mentioned that it is not embedded. It is not embedded in the infrastructural policy.
Okay.
It must be a non-negotiable, entrenched position.
And I'm asking that policy. Non-negotiable, entrenched position. Are we there?
No,
now?
if we are there, we won't be discussing this. We are not there.
Mr. Deborah, are we there?
No,
now?
we said we have gone beyond even making it a policy, because now we have legislation backing it. The Disability Act 715.
So why so why don't we, if we have legislation, we have policy, why are we talking about it as a big problem?
It is because of violations. What is happening is violation of the Disability Act and the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability that has been ratified by the government of Ghana.
Violation by government.
Yes.
No.
So is it a failure on your part? That you have not been able to press it down hard enough for it to be part of the scheme of things?
My good friend, let me tell you, if you go to US, for example, we all speak well of accessibility in US, not because of anything, because people were able to take matters to court over failures of institutions of service. You understand? But in Ghana, in here, it becomes even difficult for some of the organizations to even pursue court cases, because even when you are being provided with pro bono, even if you are assured of pro bono, you have to at least get something. Mr.
Deborah, you are the national chairman, the board chairman of the National Council for Persons with Disability. There's a law, you say, there's a policy, you say, and it's being flouted. Have you bothered to go to court?
Actually,
have you bothered to go to court?
No,
it's a simple question.
No.
Why haven't you bothered?
One
question at a time. Have you bothered to go to court?
We haven't been able to go to court.
So you have not been bothered to go to court?
Yes, because we do not have enough resources to embark upon such a course of action.
Have you asked for legal help and you didn't get?
I think they are asking now, and it's good to know that they appreciate the fact that they will need some judicial pronouncements and enforcement of that provision in the Act 715, so that it will be law. I mean, it will be law beyond the Act that no educational facility must be built without a ramped access. Maybe this is the point of appealing for legal assistance.
I see.
They definitely will require assistance, because we are dealing with quite a marginalized group, you understand? And they have limitations in resources. They have limitations in voice, limitations in resources. And so we all need to support them to actualize the vision of the Persons with Disabilities Act 715.
Okay,
but I wanted to say this, that you see,
quickly.
I think that the minimum we can do is to be discussing issues of ramped access, because the issues affecting disabled access to education is 1% ramped.
Okay.
You understand?
True.
There are serious issues relating to the availability of assessment centers to actually screen persons.
We'll come to that. I want us to take them layer after layer.
So what I'm saying is that we should, as a country, at this point,
we should have gone beyond talking about roads.
Yes.
Okay, let's welcome. It's 20 minutes after 9, 3FM 92.7. We're coming to you live from the Teshi Tribunal Car Park. This is Community Connect. My name is Johnny Hughes. Let's welcome Honorable Lennon Lai Dirok, I beg your pardon. He's the presiding member of the Lekma here. But let's say special thanks to Nasiva Ventures for making available their space for us and also for providing electricity for us. You can get all your general goods from plumbing materials to all the others in between. They are at the Teshi Tribunal Car Park right opposite the Total Filling Station. If you are building, that's where to look to get help. But Honorable, welcome. Thank you very much. Please pick a microphone. And good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, boss?
I'm fine.
You are fine. The last time we were here, we spoke about the ramps. And I'm asking you this as presiding member. You are more like the speaker of your parliament here. Have you tabled that issue at your assembly meetings regarding the absence of ramps in the schools for persons with disability? And what has been the conclusion that, as a house, you got?
Okay. I believe for now.
You have to speak up for me.
Yes, my roads engineer is here, and I have the works department reps to over here.
I know they are here. I'm asking you, as presiding member, speaker of your small parliament here, have you discussed it, one, and what came up? Then I can ask them the specifics. I'm asking you, have you discussed it since the last time we came here about 3 months ago? Have you discussed it ever in your meeting?
I can't remember whether we have truly discussed it thoroughly at the local parliament.
I don't get you. You can't remember that you have discussed it thoroughly,
Yes.
or you haven't discussed it, or you have attempted to discuss it. What is it?
Before the floor of the House. Yes, I believe ever since we had this meeting, we've not had a meeting, General Assembly, to discuss the issues.
I see. So we have not been able to discuss it yet. But it's a matter of urgency, you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So what's happening? What promise are you making to us?
Oh, okay. We will be having our General Assembly meeting soon. So we'll table it down and then we'll discuss it thoroughly.
And that's a promise from you?
That's a promise.
Okay. Let's talk about the roads. We'll come back to Kofi and Mr. Deborah, but let's talk about the roads. The last time we were here, there were a few issues with the roads, and I would give the engineer, Mr. Silfi, Martin Silfi, my very good friend, we'll give him a microphone so that we can hear from him. Mr. Silfi, good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
Great. What is the update you want to share with us? I see Mr. Chosa Hammond as well here. What is the latest update you want to share with us?
Yes, Mr. Hughes, with regards to which particular of the items, we discussed quite a few.
We discussed quite a few. We spoke about the 5.7 kilometer road leading from the Kofi Annan all the way to Manette. We spoke about the roads connecting, where the taxi drivers were complaining about that had some potholes. In fact, on that day, we went to Mr. Chosa Hammond to see some of the roads that had been done at the time, your good self as well. But there were outstanding works that had to be dealt with, which the drivers were complaining about. What is the status report that you want to share with us today?
Thank you very much, Mr. Hughes. With regards to the 7.5 kilometer, not 5.7, the 7.5
I beg your pardon.
Teshi Link Road, which stretches from the Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Training Center to the Manette Junction on the Spintex Road. As we said at the last meeting, the contract had been awarded. The consultant who is working on it has given us an update that the contractor has submitted his program, which was spanning from February when we last met to February next year. And he's given indications of how he wants to proceed with the work. Our latest interactions with the consultant indicate that the contractor is behind schedule, and so efforts are being made to get him back to come up to speed with the schedule as soon as possible, especially because the rains have started and sections of the road are also deteriorating faster.
We were told that the contractor was on site. In fact, that was what the municipal coordinating director said. He said the contractor is on site. After 3 months, if the contractor is on site, we expect to see progress. What do you say?
Yes, some progress was made, but evidently not enough. That we do concede that he has not made enough progress. He worked on a section close to the railway bridge. He worked at the Manette Junction. But since having done that work somewhere within February and March, we realized that he has regressed. And so the consultant, on behalf of the Department of Urban Roads, is putting pressure on him to return to site. Otherwise, certain remedies within the contract would have to be applied.
So the explanation is that he takes the contract, he gives you his program, there's a consultant supervising, and yet we can't see the progress really, because we drove on that road here and nothing seems to have changed. Absolutely nothing.
Even at the sections that I mentioned, the Manette Spintex Road Junction, did you pass through that side?
No, we passed through here.
Yes, so that's where I believe he was able to do some work. But like we are saying, he did do that work, but it's not enough. And so we need him to return to site as quickly as possible. And the efforts are being put in that direction so that he can come up to speed with his program, because he's behind the schedule that he submitted.
Let's talk about the inner roads.
Yes.
Progress?
Yes, there too, we have made some progress. I mean, evidently, with the onset of rains, we realized that there is still much more that needs to be done. We did do some patching on the First Junction Fertilizer Road. We started on Kinkote Road, where the Governor School is. The contractor on that project too has stalled a bit, and we are pushing him to come back to site to be able to come and do the remainder of his works. His contract, as per the terms of it, ends in June. And so if he is not able to come, we shall consult with the funding agency and then take steps to determine appropriately.
Okay, 3FM 92.7, 27 minutes after 9. We're talking about your roads. So we'll pass the microphone over to you and education. We'll take a few questions from you. We'll come back to our resource persons to hear their responses to some of your questions. So, Obiabe to me a bizarre question. Mofiam Abanyabi Sunday at this point on the road and about the schools, ramps ni bejen, special classes ni be. Ke road say nagbani yo here. We should like to hear from you at this point. One there be our first question. No, who's going to ask the very first question? I do okay, bra. Tribeme na yentie ni a o person catch Tribeme, and let's hear you. Please pass me the microphone so we can share. And we're live from Teshi Kiblau. This is Community Connect on 3FM 92.7, your community rights advocacy program. Yes, boss. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good morning.
It is a
Moko.
Udini area Utini wasem bisa.
Midin the Eric, it's a Chiblo here. And I'm saying Ubisa honorable about Manet Roadie. I think last time we asked a lot of questions about that. But I see as a progress Biakoso. But we always use the road. We don't see anything. But he's still saying Bibiakoso because it's almost getting to 4 months with Sayana contractor no de Nioma Begu Saito. Machines nisio. Machine memse mienu nisio. And who she best still. Boss, say, entrance you to is a one out that area. Untimin nante. Because, say, what Juma pa na ukusiwo, say a manet road ya. Anya obede Juma, Mumefi.
And then Tina untimin nante.
At a chair, wohono. Ude sisi a make us say, Mopon, Mopa Muntuka nonko. Ebia, a wearbock a crane as a swallow. I don't know, say a contractor no, say a penny phone. I can't really understand a certain things in our Teshi area, because when you go to a certain places, you will see a lot of progress, but we don't see anything. And at the back of Lekma Hospital, I think we were here, and then they do some commission of I think school. A certain they say they are coming to build a new school, but maintain your maybe I to the stand before we realize no school now so after the SC at the Hobby station. So which is which? That is what I want to ask.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Obi was Bisabium. Any more questions? Any more questions on the road? Yes, boss. Quickly. Okay. Bacho jina denchen wa hamame. Na bo udim mame na baby outi.
Bacho, good morning.
Okay.
Bacho, your friend Kwabra Ousu. Meti Teshi gone school mu.
Okay.
Na yina ye bahabe di edwa. Maybe a higher ankasa would run as a suato, baby, I'm in such a petrol shed anymore.
Okay.
It to be faka, it to be buffalo coin so.
And then,
in suato,
a yeripa,
a busatize drivers. I had to meet ye bobo. Wouldn't to mean 19 to I have fought to me a foul cry. A fay ufiti yeho eba abedura. And the report, we have about Bola container and see baby. Yeah, go to school more. Bola container, ni baby. I money a bola idibegum. At the honor,
okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Obizwa and Bisana. Namambo Muzema Mano. Hey, what's more desire? All right. Yes, Bacho Bemi. Upeso Bisa question and no Bemi. Now, no quick and fast. Kotano Bisane. Chio Benkemi. Join me, get closer to me so we can get it done nice and easily. Yes, Pacho Frosing.
Pacho, your friend is Yasia. was saying, yeah,
your first say,
Siasia.
It didn't feel
Nickname,
Siasia International.
Was saying, yeah, me a transport wa. But you near Coswa, be an say, mobile mother to your new high, and Suta Hano. I feel so Malik, road, no, Malik, ye blow so far, and a pay mobile shop, Bola and Suguha. My best is a bola and yan bola. Obia Choma, no, the bola to your Nimuha. Obia Choma, no, the bola to no Jatua, when who be no Jatua. Fact a high pa, ya can't want some, you who knew about why. Ya casa, you who knew about why, and a Malik road, no, why you also pa, and yet, honorable Nancasano, Yanino, a assembly mind, that be a menino, menino conso, Malik road, no, medium inquiry. At times in Sota, your baby were alloy here, ya breach never one of me, the bombing one for it. I'm cross over in my coy yet, my sister, you are not one.
Yamin Shaw,
my sister, and you are not one, Uncle. My brother, me brother, so Sabi Oba, me Unia, or me Amai. But I am pa.
Okay, station ya. Yeah, that's it. Next question. Last two, now, Afe, Yaji responses. Last two. Or there are no more at this point. Chief. But you can hook a crowd. All right. About today will be part 3 FM 92.7. It's Community Connect live on your radio.
Good morning.
Here. Yes, boss.
But your morning.
But your friend saying.
You're from Kweku Banaman.
Kweku Tehefa.
My yuega.
You are Mogan.
Aloe say bien.
Aloe, okay.
No, no, ya no. Government Kuba. Iba fee. Where my people, my people.
That will me answer a question.
Fine. Bene Kashi. Mokwe Jinshi. Oshi. Eja keke gbina ibake na mon efe e kanshi no ni biba ne sani bia cha no e cha no ibaka ke shi o ke cha no abaka ke shi keke afemini ashi keke ba mashi example komedi mahaji jegbe bia ne ake former president Emma Chu ye heko okay ni new government e ba eta aka ahwe ni ma bi aba ahwe ama aba ma chu hi ke aye MPP mi keke ni NDC ba ohe oya ka shin ni ma chun le we kene ne ba atai etan hi e we tamo gbe example ke me ne mo fi o ne me keke wo man bi e we to onu mi shishi ke mo fe mo ncha no o you go shi ke me ne ba fe fa esin e atai ke ba fe fa esin e atai ka wo ame na me ba na me nye cho ne mi po no ame ta cho ne no we va me po de me fe ta me sha tin wo bu eyin twa o manya ba.
Yeah, okay, last one for this session, and then we'll go. If we don't have, then we'll quickly pick the responses. But Obia Bisa question on education. Ramps na any school mohona omo asebi omo di dem kakra wheelchair muno. I'll meet me use wheelchair say anya use your school say me because ramps bejen. Yes sir.
Good morning sir.
Yes boss. How be? Talk to me. Country. You're from saying?
Me patch from Kweku Jesse.
Kweku Jesse. Una auto nyumno.
Oh, Dabi.
Okay.
We are Jesse plumber.
Okay.
Me patch teshi hana ye wono. I had to say send me brand di kankan ye no. Pre hono mo government be started. Me say no mete sojaman.
Okay.
Na sojaman kwan no enye bakokra say. Kwan na say nsuo to a wankasa ka no kra untumi fanfam. Ti se nsuo ni jai kra na yahwe yeyi we kwan e man nsuo na akọ uko hu assembly man a obeka so obeba baye onye ye bọ modern so efele na ekwan ni tim kakra na wakofa grader se obetwa kwan no na wasan e grade so nyina nsuo pitin ye pe na asan aya ateche e hayen afesu ye kwan bebre wo hono uba soja man sisi ababia memiti se ekwan ne ye one way ya kan kobrani se ono oye enknani nti no ye beto no ye ya hoho nti wasi kwan no ya kan asem we nyina
wasi kwan na sesei
je se eye one entrance pa ho na ya ye wa akire no ye fako ba o se ho eye na asase nti no ono di ni tumi asi kwan no ye hu assembly man ye fra ne Charles ya kan nyina enso onfi ye ukoka omusi wo meneme bo di ame woji manchemeni wo isa ni wo ha megbe na ahihyi wo na chese ye ya hwohwo na se wo ye Ghana ni na se me nso me ye Ghana ni na sɛ woka kyerɛ m sɛ memeyɛ bɔ a memfi Burkina Faso mefi Central Region ha ya nti sɛ woka kyerɛ m sɛ memeyɛ ɔhɔhoɔ a mente aseɛ nti nneɔma a ɛkɔ so no ɛyɛ time mate yɛserɛ mu
na bɔ no te aseɛ
kyerɛ sɛ ɔhɔhoɔ
okay, all right, thank you very much. Alaji, quickly. No, Alaji, quickly. 3FM 92.7 Community Connect. We're engaging the people. Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
Yeah, thank you. I don't. I can have platform name. Allah join you. For me to have below coffee, okay. Me na ke manet je contractor ko ni fi road there first. Say that it. Bricks P. Ejeme. Ni bi ni ma je po ba je fe di bi P. Ka she triblo ne fe. Sharp to now. Fe to ma igbe. Afi ko no ko ye he ni. Jole shi be ne yo na kan no. Ofa ni mi bia ke. Be Ghana shika ke fe alo contractor shika ni okay Ghana shika me no wa use okay ha wa road say ko no fe okay ha wo ake wa ke won need good road you were ni be enough na ba na ke fe payment ke ni be ba wa wo obi ani be njole je na waste oba many me ba low na wo police na mo ma me ala ba use cafe wa road there no you know she da na ni project ko ba no ke new government ba be sane hold on
okay
ka ko ni bi amida o da na film na kwa ke wo ke won to ya heavy wo ke won to ya heavy ni wọlé ní kò wọ fẹ́ mẹ́ bá jẹ́ wọ̀nyí ní wọ́n bá náà gbẹgbẹ́ wọ̀ báyà ọ̀ mí náà wọ́n fẹ́ ní wọ́n bá náà jọ ọmọ year after jọ ọmọ fẹ́ ní ní mẹ́nẹ̀ dàn ní wọ́n tó post máa hí ẹ̀ post ọ̀ mí bí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pé ní kò yẹ wá nsúmọ́ akẹ́ máa nà ká bá lónìí nẹ fẹ́ àbá ju fẹ́ náà bá kẹ́ police ẹ̀ mọ̀mọ́ tẹ́sí boys.
Alaji, thank you very much. You are done. You try to okay, engineer, we'll start with you. So I'm sure we can pick it from the very last issue that he raised about the Manette Road. The last time we were here, that matter popped up, and he's asking a question about the leftover bricks that are there. He said they were procured with state funds, and they have been left there. And the last time we were here, it came up that the old contractor had left some of his things there. What is happening to it? What's your plan?
Thank you very much. I think the last time the issue came up, we explained that when a contractor brings his materials to site, he's not necessarily paid for the materials he's bought on site. He has a contract to do a walkway. And so until that walkway is done, he's not paid for that. So if he comes to site and he leaves his blocks there, then he is making a loss because at the time, if we end our engagement with him, then he has a responsibility to remove the blocks because they remain his property. So it is not something that the state has necessarily procured, paid for, because he has not used it to make the walkway. And so it is not necessarily our property. Yeah.
So it isn't our property, and we are not incurring any cost for it.
We are not.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about Soldier Man roads. It says somebody has blocked the road, a certain Charles has blocked the right of way for people to move through and fro. Are you aware of this? Is this true?
I don't think he said a certain Charles has blocked. I think that in making reference to the assemblyman, he said
okay, the assemblyman is called Charles.
The assemblyman is called, but he didn't say Charles.
But is this true?
Soldier Man, I don't know whether it's a very local name that you've given, but I know the area that Honorable Charles superintends, which is the Agbilizar area. What we will do is...
Is Honorable Charles here?
Yes.
Okay, Honorable Charles, let's hear from you on this
what
matter.
What we will do is we would arrange for the Spatial Planning Committee, which is in charge of planning, to go and have a look at it, and then the development control.
Let him. I want to hear from him what he has to say about it. If indeed it is happening there that somebody has blocked road. Champion, good morning.
Morning. Let me speak Fanti so that the guy who spoke will hear me well.
He's not here.
He's around.
Okay.
And where he's talking about doesn't fall with him and jurisdiction.
Oh, but this is not Fanti.
Let me. Okay. Baby, out here no. And yeah, me electoral area.
Okay.
2, assembly war. So BC Kwan, I was out doing side plan there. Echo, next how no more there. Road. Minyan can yan bisa ni say, omo was side plan. Baby, omo can here. Bafa no. Em say, call your stream no war honum. And you don't expect me. Say me ma assembly mfa kwan yen go to baby e bafa. And so to I bet me there. Afa mu nyina akọ. 2, this is the American honum and yemi let. area because sometimes me other colleagues no ebi ebe fair no ebi only run, so I have to step in for her.
Okay.
No, can baby say soldier man. As I speak right now, no more nyina no. Let me reserve my comment.
Kasa. No, we want to hear you.
Yeah. Me say oh yeah Juma ujidi say unya me nyina correct there hu nya say obeba assemblyman ho no answer we ya wa Juma. Omo ba no approve to him say we ye me asase say na so obeti me afrem crofo ne omo kan say omo fa bibi improve say ho no ye omo asase. Ho no nyina ye buffer.
If the assembly is doing its inspection well, we will not need anybody to prove anything. Do you agree?
What they do is they normally work on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
That's what they do. And as he has said, from today, I'm going to take that matter on and make sure the writing is done.
So what is the situation that people use that place as a thoroughfare? They use it to connect to their home and back. Is that it?
From that place, you just go straight into the stream. There's no land there.
No, hold on. Charles, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yes, boss.
If the assembly is there, he can provide his site plan. And we go there and see whether that place is a land or is a buffer.
So they do this work on Saturday and Sunday.
Sunday, that's what you do.
But does the assembly go to sleep on Saturday and Sunday?
You know, that doesn't work on Saturdays and Sundays.
Why? The assembly, you know, they breach the law suggesting on Saturday and Sunday, and you don't go there on Saturday and Sunday.
That's why.
Is that the way to go?
We are not trying to pass.
No. Answer my question. They do this thing on Saturday and Sunday. You know it is not correct. You are asking them to come and justify why they are doing it. And you wait till Monday, then you come and say they are doing the wrong thing. Is that the way to go?
It's my duty, if there's a permit in my letter, to report to the assembly for the authorities to take action. I'm not supposed to take action there.
No, I'm saying that the Saturday and the Sunday, there are city guards, there are building inspectors, there are whatever. Saturday and Sunday, when they do the wrong thing, does the assembly go to sleep and snore?
That we are not trying to pass a law. You know, you work with laws in Ghana. Once we don't have that law, you can't apply those laws.
I don't get you. The bylaws that you have now doesn't capture what you are talking about.
They don't go to work on Saturday and Sunday. They don't go to work on Saturday and Sunday.
They don't work on Saturday and Sunday. So if I block the street and I decide to have a funeral and I'm obstructing traffic, there will be nobody to come and stop. Is that the suggestion you are giving me?
As I speak right now, I have a video of someone burdened on Saturday and I confronted him. It's nearly ending. I don't know how to describe it. You know. So what I normally do is we are talking about the road. If you are doing something on the road, I have to ask you for your permit. If you don't have it, I'll just go in and bring the police. But
so in this instance, have you ever at any time gone to the police to say, these people, they are here on Saturday and Sunday. They are doing what the assembly doesn't approve. Police, come and deal with them because we are off duty. Have you done that before?
I have records at the Teshi police station now.
You have done that before?
Yeah.
You have gone there before?
Yeah, I have records. And I also have videos of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
On that same area.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Charles.
You're welcome.
Let's go back to there's an issue of continuity of projects. Will you take it up? You won't take it up. Okay. I'm coming to you, presiding member, because you are Speaker of Parliament for this area. What is it? And I'm asking you your thoughts about it. I know that there are some projects that start, then when the new government comes, they stop. What are your thoughts about it as, a member of the governance structure of this locality?
Yeah, thank you very much. I believe we need to, comment or applaud.
You need to speak up for me. Uh-huh.
We need to applaud this current administration because ever since this government came to the throne, he told all the MMDs that the project that the previous administration started, they should continue. So as I'm talking to you now, we have not started a new project, but all the old projects are what is now being continued. Yeah.
So there's no new project you're suggesting?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Sefi, let me come to you, engineer. The first gentleman who spoke said that, somebody wants to speak. The first gentleman who spoke, please back the microphone to Engineer Sophie. The first gentleman who spoke said that there's been no progress like you want us to believe, and that there's mud on the road around the Manette area where you asked if I had come through. What is it?
Yeah, I think I said that there has been not enough progress.
But he said there's no progress.
No, I mean it depends on his measures. I mean, the public expects to see significant progress that will see the condition of the road change. If certain works are done and it is not followed up immediately, the current rains can retard that progress. And I believe strongly that this is what has happened. The work that was done was not enough. The rains have set in and it is eroding what was done. The work that was done was not enough.
Okay. The work done that was not enough. So it means there's money wasted.
What will happen is, depending on when the contractor raises certificate, like I keep saying, it may be wasted, but on the contractor's part, not necessarily on the state's
He
part.
can always find a way to push it through
No,
to
he
you.
cannot find a way to push it through, because there are professional guidelines and methods of measurements by which you assess a contractor's work. If he goes to site, it is at a given stage that you measure and recommend payment. And so I'm sure that the consultant, knowing all of this, would not do that. And even if that should happen, we are on standby with the Ministry of Roads and Highways to ensure that that is not done.
Let's talk about the final one for you. The gentleman said it floods here when it rains. Right in front of this filling station. It's messy when it rains. Has it come to your attention? What's your plan?
He mentioned two things in the same breath. He also mentioned that when it floods, and in addition to the flooding, there are no refuse bins along the stretch. And so I believe that what is happening is that there's indiscriminate dumping of refuse as well in the drains. I know that last year or so, the drain that crosses the junction was replaced, it was resized. So in addition to the provision of the refuse bins to discourage people from putting refuse in the drains, leading to them getting silted, we will come here and check if the current condition is silted. Once the rains have begun, we'll carry out the desilting. There's some additional.
So the desilting
roadworks.
has not been done yet.
It's done routinely. It's done routinely.
There's monthly National Sanitation Day.
Yes.
And so what is it?
That's why when he mentioned that there is no dustbin, the situation, especially on this road, is such that the level of refuse being dumped onto the road is very serious. And so I think that hand in hand with the community, the assembly will provide the bins, but we must also begin to
go on, please.
We must also begin to come up to the point where we're being dumped in the drains, especially when it is raining.
Is there anybody from the health inspectorate here from the assembly? Environmental. Are we represented? Environmental. There's nobody here. There's nobody here from environmental. Wow. Mr. Sufi, where are your people? We are speaking. Where are your people?
The coordinating director asked specific heads of department to be here. So I'm sure if he was asked to be here, he's on his way.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. You have a few comments to make, Mr. Okay. More questions, and you can hear the noises you can hear from a house. We understand that one of the drivers here, since the last time we came, has passed on, and so there's a funeral around here. The drivers are very, very busy. So pardon us if you can hear this on air. It's Community Connect Live from Teshi Triblo. My name is Johnny Hughes. Okay, 5 more questions. Obabi Sunday, 5. Ekome 5. Enumo. Okay, quickly. Over the Babi Egbekoni. I can microphone na habo. Umpeso bisa asema. Brania fa microphone ma na be bisa asema. Eda wa kuma so umpeso bisa. Ya kan school wa sem. Ye beko mamefo no hakotie obonso. But say there we're picking a few questions from you. Yes sir. But your DNA baby aote.
Aha.
Pacho, midin de Abraham Labi, Malik Namiti. Me questions near me, you know. Me bisa honorable say. Or yeah, coordinating director, and I say assembly in I don't know that. I don't know soon or yeah assembly member or that area. Or how
on your coordinating director, we presiding member.
Presiding member. Yeah, problems now. Your Malik areas before by assembly member, and as you see, your assembly member no. Me person me bisa say, a dia na all year wo at the amaye. Me question is so eto so mienu. Access road. I come Malik. Utimi say a man for SC Adan was so. And me can say anytime we previously even railway station there no. Kwanya Echo railway station no kra no. Ya broken ni nyina asidan e wo so. As assembly member no e dia ben na oye e de amaye afa ho bedase.
Okay, thank you very much. Next one.
Good morning.
Yes, boss. Kasa
My name is James Mensah.
James Mensah.
I'm from Malik.
Okay.
My problem is say
Malik for those who.
Assembly say was say yeah kwana 1 year kwana excuse me to ask. Say government me ya kwana nyina ti me ma. Ne say wo individual na kasa as a human being no. Ultimate the baller egu rain na say block road na say flood ne fawa. Even the Bible even said heaven help those who help themselves. Say government, yeah, the way you need to me now. That's a individual so say you are blocking the railway. That's a flood the fire. Who take the blame?
Big question. Obi abon December na nice one. Yes, sir.
Pacho, me dini evangelist Jonathan Ikwe Kote. Say me here juma wo taxi station ha. Na me how ba kunu say krom ha ye wo problem kese wa ha. Na ye kana memo na adi ba ko yan ni say krom ha no ye gates nyina ye ni gates wo krom ha. Nti ema ye bre papa Malik say nso to a na ye say ye jai ejuma ni ma doba ni bia anko ho because ukwa ebre bi nso to ya no e fa ye doba ba ko e koye. Nti amaye atiti papa nti e be sere assembly no so mo nya bi kakra mfa ho gates wo krom ha e bia nya adwuma gates rose nyina asai ya kan na e say kafra omo sisi tachifo me na me hunu omo sisi tachifo because amam bebere ababa sia akọ tachi die ye nya mfaso bia ye kwan access road nyina basa na nso de bia ye toa AMA ye toa we ye wo Lekma ticket wa bia
nti enu ye Lekma ye AMA
okay nti ye sere Lekma for no say omo bomodin say ombeba now vi say gatas no akwapo a aboye no omeyama ya ye ni beji pa ye
thank you very much. Last two
Yo Medende Kobi aka Good Pastor.
Yeah.
Maybe sa ye assembly man presidents ne MP so mo ha se Lekma roadway fi Lekma hospital basic bridge na wire no sensuo to a yire eyi forgot no so me be say ye MP any assembly man no omo mfa ho wa bre nsuo ato a omo ehu say nsuo eyiri aka ntumi mfa so ana me question it is 2 eko ema MP any assembly man so me pamucho esre say wo mo enka teshi ha rose dodo a omo gosu gota rose dodo a omo egusu gota na eya ahe me question na ekre me pese me say MPs ni assembly man so omo wa ha se rose dodo na what teshi ha omo egusu gota.
Okay, Yati, thank you. Final one.
Hello.
Hi. And I must especially mention that the last time Intumwa took us round. Yeah, so Intumwa Yenti. I'm saying
last.
Hey, now phone Nesusano.
Maybe last bit more coin. Aka. Yoko Grade Estate. Say Yoko one. Some Mamu Bibia. Besiende. Netia neti. Trader estate. You see netia neti. Ne ka yesi teshohinia. So hinia kwanto ni papa biazo ni ebio. Tie ni ohia, o ni papa biazo ni teshiebio. Ah nti so ni hia ohini ni a. Obotume gina say ye fight am ye kro, ye fight am ye ye kro ye fight am ye development. Yes, guy yesi MC no wa he. MC or wa he. Last me complaining about environmental protection manager. Say before said you have to we ko pushing and twenu ma wa be kro more.
This is 3FM 92.7.
3FM 92.7. 3FM 92.7.
When you so high, who you so dim, who be passenger. Environmental protection manager. I could try the man no in faso NSA. Yes, I said, say test your hini ho or hini ho. Ye nim the four momundi teshi for him, the pre-development, embra, Natasha Kre, Wapa, a teshi for you a moving, one jack Romania or one, ye pay your crewman. Amen.
Okay. Obe pass mama. Obata sa no Huna.
If I can be Joseph Tay.
Okay.
And you say, Nene Huni in Nake, Nyabani, if any program there, and 1 hour. And I can say, work for you, I get coffee once and for all. A jacket won't I buy you for?
What you mono?
And you are joining, you are joining. If you can, you say, ni Nyabani, Nyeti, no go many, what I make me, what you say. Assembly, I'm a leader saying your Jame. I may take Mambiake, Mekomeni, I may be more Bepepe.
Oh, Kayuna.
Ovane, Anokali, Nokodi, Kamuko Fen, Ona Nokoni. Correct. Keti, Assembly Matibo, Nimmi, Min Pebo, no can Ungakabi. Ni Henny Chune, ni Nagba Jeme, ni Onye Obadomo Public, no Male, Alo Passa, or Kamiake, or solve Nagba Fen, your Jeme. Ovanete obuomitenda no wawina ka ona ke ingemo anokwale because ke jo liake ingemo twoni e onye ni otesi nokoni je anokwale ni no ba wie aka anokwale ni ndaga gbele wo driver no kenyete no ni te no e ba bo ona boni so ni ole won pa me fai ameka ke aha me no chumo ameka misuse ska ni ameka ke o ke jabi wo apasa ke to na dia apasa solve problem
te o fe to na aga me misuse ska
over and correct. If you are a war, need you woman be a make a force for one. Ni Tony Sani, I may hear what I make a true man which more.
Okay.
No appeal.
Any appeal.
Okay, mean every 3 months of an impure income tax.
Okay.
No, sir, every day, apart from income tax, income tax, well, I get ticket in our here in Wabuana, I feel 3 months, be an agent. Every day, ni ma be an MP of 50 pesos a day. If I calculate market month, every year, apart from anything. At the same time, MP of AMA license every year in renewal. Can renew a police bar won't be an
AMA baby.
Sorry, Lekma and license. Ni amefi ni wopio every year wopio. Ka no hoe. Lole kubetu yanos an AUI. And in embarrassment, Leon or pure or ha, Lekma, Cometo no.
Okay.
On a boniole. I been why another sticker. Look how I feel of an Lorraine machine. Correct. Correct. Yes, I know sticker, no better here. No better here. Ona, no, can you mean pay Nibi, Lole Nimi pay Nibi to Moenu Aloepa. Ni Yanaba, ni Naba, in Tahe. Nika di mimpi bo na agba isani kodi ekolo wie noko alo ofe noko ehi ni oke yinto kwa ke o mena ka bi me ma pasa ni nketo na dia na pasa etin solve problem e
o na agba mano mi mabotwe
over na mi na agba dia ke keti takote aha wo amenyomo ameka sika atu no ni sane ameka tu e maami
mi no ta na atu abo
over na ka me sa wo gbe ye wo amene gota ni gota bi amefe gota ya ke lori gbe on ke ji gota be he ni nyumo ne nu atu gbe no no wakaji mene do over grade no do te waka ni mone na kabule baba jeme.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, wangale. Yeah, sure. Okay. Oba me. No. Check. Yebe. Okay. Engineer, I think most of these fall within your purview. So, bring engineer microphone for me, please. Jonah. Okay. So, yeah, Chief, do you have a microphone? Mr. D-Rock, you don't have a microphone. Where's the other microphone? Okay. Mr. D-Rock, let me start with you. Somebody's asking, then and now, within your assembly area, the promises that you made and whether there's been any change at all. Ochunoko. Hello, Chukonoko.
If you are Anokwale, Luchumole, Aka assembly man, man in your area, no need to work with le modern. Equally, Sawahin Jackie or grading can be within a assembly members in one modern. I go nowhere you know. In Yamulone, Equa,
okay.
No need in Rose engineer in Tiamonia Kwame Fai. Kone Amma sharp problems fair New York in Kuchuemi, Heko, portion. Think of your name, Afe, Biane, Wakate,
and then mini fiole.
Oh, Bane,
okay.
Bane, no, Jomona, what number go ne lobby how can you top I guess no whom if I need a true.
Ake amachu ye bejigbayano no tashi no kwe. So you have supervised literally the construction of buildings on roads. Anukwale.
Ofaneni a year called with submission to care after modern me in back.
Okay.
If I can quality, Kaji Okwego no highway.
Okay.
I'm a much you can BNA Ketty, no effort when you road the AR. She won whole packaging like I know about a woman. Can hear woman who pay a never fit machine bear AR. For example, Kaji Onye, TB Joshua Jeme, a Pocona fake ya. Memo Mochema Mojame, she need be a shaka shaba fear at the Molish no, feel the money.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sifi. Let's talk about the gutters. Where are the gutters? There are no gutters on by some of the roads.
Yeah, evidently, there are not enough drains in the community, and there is more that we can do. I think that's where I would consider the assembly as a structure. Maybe we need to do more through the assemblymen and the unit committees. Is to be able to meet the various communities within the areas on a yearly basis so that they are aware of what the assembly is doing in some of the areas. Because we can admit that, or we can accept that not all of it can be done at once. But if we are able to communicate to the various people what is being done in each area every year, then I think that at least there will be some amount of understanding of what is going on.
But you have a PR department.
Yes, so I think that the department and the PR, we need to liaise with them more so that when the budget, for instance, because within our budgets for this year, not all the projects within the budget have begun. Okay. But we have placed within our budgets for this year certain projects to provide drains in Alloway and Malik.
Okay.
In addition to that, like the presiding member said the last time we met, the Sino-Hydro project has captured the Malik Road to the railway. That project has...
Is it part of it?
Yes, it's part of it. It's part of the Greater Accra consignment within Lejokuku. We said that the last time. That project has not started, but it is programmed to start. And so I think that we would also appeal that as soon as the projects come to Greater Accra, because for now we know that the work are going to start with the interchange in Tamale. As soon as it comes to Accra, then we would also push that as quickly as possible, the works within Lejokuku starts even ahead of all the other works in Greater Accra, as far as we are able to work with the MC, the Assembly, and the Minister of Roads and Highways to ensure that that happens. I think they spoke with regards to what we went to inspect at the pothole patching within the Greater Estate. Works went up to a certain phase and it has not continued. But like I said at the beginning, we are making arrangements to ensure that as quickly as possible, especially now that the rains have come, for the sections that can be patched. And I think that the last time we went there, yes, the last time we went there, we said that East Street, Henny Washing Bay, your one yanni wafe patching ye je. It's a new sa covert, it's a new chaki covert near je, new wafe quota new. That was barely 3 months ago. That was barely 3 months ago.
Let's hear from the assemblyman. I understand the assemblyman is here. Mr. Chaucer Hammond, right? Mr. Chaucer Hammond, yes. Are you here, Nakai? Okay, Mr. Chaucer Hammond, you need to come closer to us.
Yes, sir.
They are alleging that you have fixed your road and you have left their road.
That is not true. We are in the process of patching the potholes. And when you came here 5 months ago, some small portion has been patched. However, nothing has been done as we speak. The only small dressing that was done when you came here is the one which is still available. And I've been chasing the road engineer and the coordinating director to have it done. But nothing has been done. And like the drivers are annoyed. I share their grievances. I also drive my car on the same road. So if the development is not coming, I also suffer as a resident. So the road engineer is here. I would want him to tell all of us why it is still delaying to be done. And then for those who are saying that I've been able to do good roads in my area, I'm proud I was able to do that because that is not funds from the assembly. That is money which are resourced from outside the assembly. And I want residents to know that people or residents or human beings are also living there. They also pay their taxes. So doing that development over there is for the community at large. So I'm proud that at least I was able to do such a development. And then I'm also very, very shocked and surprised that the MC and the coordinating director are not here.
Why are you surprised?
I'm very surprised. This is a developmental issue, developmental connect. And if you are the MC or the coordinating director, this is something which has been brought to you to take advantage of, to tell the residents what you are able to do,
in fact,
or what the plans that you have.
Invitations.
I'm surprised. So maybe the presiding member will be in a better position to tell us why the MCE, the coordinating director, the municipal information officer, they are not here.
Okay.
And
let me quickly,
I find it difficult to accept.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Let me quickly ask, don't go yet. Let me quickly ask Mr. DeRock, why are your bosses not here? The people say Kasa. The mic is not working. Let me see.
Hello? MC information head there, baby. If I can information,
health director, baby. Environmental director.
Good. Work minister ni work ni directorly MC le. Shinle newo ni ambasha ko bi ene.
Nobody has told you. So what's the thing? Ochoake oleno de wana be back way. Keje 8 o'clock abe bolo. Wow.
Yes, no energy problem and yo. Well, electoral areas, yes, and what tuning, Nanaka won't tuning. Shikaji authority said, Bahawa, while I know, okay, I make a watchuni, Nutumayano. Because of this management crisis over me, it was an assembly member, because nothing is working.
Are you suggesting management crisis?
Yes, we have a management crisis in the constituency.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Kofi,
Mr. Hughes.
Kofi wants to say something quickly. Kofi, sorry.
Yeah, I want to say that from my observation, I realized that there's a vacuum in terms of engagement between the District Assembly
and then the citizenry. For instance, we see that at the national level, the president meets citizens groups, civil society once a year during their town hall engagement. That activity should be something like a quarterly ritual for district assemblies because they are much closer to the people. And so when there is no, engagement, reverse engagement between local government and citizens and local government, it gets to a point where citizens lack information about what plans there are in respect of development issues. Yeah, and that is exactly what I see here. And so the Lekma Municipal Assembly has a key role to play in ensuring that governance is truly brought to the doorstep of the people. The public engagement department of the assembly will have to do a lot of engaging the citizenry, not only assembly members, but the citizenry. And then they should interact so that they will be on the same level of understanding in respect of where they have gotten to on all the issues. It has to be a quarterly engagement something. And so we need to promote that. It's very, very important.
I see. Kofi, thank you very much. Mr. Deborah, let me ask you a quick one, and I'll ask Mr. Dirok the very same question. The fact that there's a suggestion that we have management crisis here also speaks to the fact that we may have accountability problems. Because the last time we were here, we were told of how certain things have not been accounted for. For example, in the area of the disbursement of the allocation to persons with disability, the reports that had delayed and all of that. Do you see that really in the strict sense of the word, Mr. Deborah? Please pass me the microphone.
Well, in terms of accountability, the statement I can say is an allegation. One cannot actually say that is the real situation. But in the situation of the 3% reporting, I think that the fund management committee that has managerial responsibility, which is also headed by the chairman of the Social Service Committee and then social welfare heads, they should be able to always be accountable because they actually do the actual work. But they receive the applications, they vet the applications, and then disperse.
Mr. Deborah, the last time we were here, I asked you if you had gotten the report from Lekma. 2 or 3 reports were outstanding. The last time we were here, you agree, don't you? So that's a problem. But they are giving out money, and they are not bringing it. And I don't believe you have gotten the reports.
No,
now.
they have. Even though some districts are now doing it, we haven't had one from the tertiary as of now.
So that makes it 4 quarters. That is not acceptable, and that marks of crisis and accountability issues. Do you agree?
Well,
so it's no longer an allegation. It is the reality on the ground, at least for your sector.
No, I was not talking particularly in reference to the 3%. I think he was making a general statement, and I said that, well, since he has made that thing, well, it is up to the assembly to either confirm or deny it. But in respect of the 3%.
And I'm saying that if we're using the 3%, the disbursement, and the report that has not come, January, February, March, April, May, all the way to December, it marks of a problem. Don't you agree?
Well, it's a symptom anyway.
That's a symptom.
Maybe Mr. Deborah does not see the lack of reporting to mean deficits in accountability. But you see, the Disability Council is there to ensure that the rights of persons with disabilities are adequately catered for by the state. And so when statutory mechanisms are put in place in the districts, in the municipalities, to ensure that these rights are provided for, reports sent from the district assemblies to the council is the only way that the District Assembly will be accountable to the council. And so the medium through which accountability will be delivered to your agency, which is the umbrella body for all PWDs in Ghana, is through frequent reporting and updating you on how the 3% is being applied in the municipality.
No,
if you're not getting those responses, then there's an accountability gap. And that's
No,
the
the gentleman made a general statement.
And I'm saying
it
to
was
you,
not
no,
particularized to
Mr. Deborah, slow down.
that's
Mr. Deborah,
3%. But what I'm
Mr.
saying is
Mr.
that
Deborah, hold on. Mr. Deborah, hold on. He might have made a general statement, but I'm saying to you, the last time we were here about 4 months ago, 3 reports had not been given to you. Yes, on the 3%, and you agreed that you hadn't gotten the report. Fast forward to 3 months later, the report has not come to you, and that means another quarter has come to add. And I'm saying that is danger, that is crisis. Don't you see the crisis we see? You call it a symptom.
No,
It's
my
not
point is,
beyond
my point is that you
situations.
see, I am not defending them. I don't have that right even to defend them. But what the gentleman said he was making a reflective
It is
statement
not the
of all
gentleman.
that he
Now
said.
I'm
But
zeroing
I'm
it
saying
down.
that
Mr. Deborah,
if you
Mr.
are
Deborah,
taking
Mr.
one element
Mr. Deborah,
to generalize,
Mr.
that is
Yao
my
Ofori
problem.
Deborah, hold on. I'm saying that I am now zeroing it down to the 3% that
And
you are in charge of.
No, I've admitted to that.
And I'm saying that it could be, this is what we know.
Yes.
We don't know what's happening elsewhere.
Yes.
But as far as we know for your corner, it is an accountability gap. Whether they are cripples, whether they are children with cerebral palsy, whether they are persons living in albinism, there is a problem somewhere. And I don't see you solving that problem because you're not demanding for the reports. I would have expected that as of the last time when we came here, you would have written to them or gone to them to say, hey, you owe me 3 reports. Bring it to me, or else we have not seen that from you.
No, my friend, it will be a wrong impression to state that we are not demanding. You see, we don't demand only from one district. We make general demand on all districts of the country. All MMADs, we communicate with them to bring the reports. And I'm saying that
what happens,
some are doing well.
What happens
Some
when
are
you
doing
write?
well.
Don't tell me about those who are
Yes.
doing well. What happens to those who see your letter, they ignore it, yet they are disbursing funds? What happens to them?
Well, so far we haven't taken any punitive action against them.
So I'm saying then you are not demanding for accountability, correct?
Well, okay, let me accept that because one, so far we have not taken any of the districts to account as of now. So I'll admit that.
Thank you very much. Let's quickly, we'll come to you, Mr. Sifri. Sorry. But, Mr. Derok.
I appreciate the corner Mr. Deborah finds himself. The council is a creation by government. And so the chair of the council is appointed by government. Okay? So on one breath, you are a government appointee. But on another breath, your duty is to enforce laws in the assemblies that prescribe certain resources to be given to persons with disability. So you are more accountable to the persons with disability than even to government because that's your duty.
But how does that's clearly a conflict of interest position.
Why?
Which will
So far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't be a problem for you to admit that district assemblies are not serving you the reports you require.
No, my point is that the council has not been restricted by any government agency. We have been doing our work, except that I will agree with you that perhaps we have not been able to take any, and we don't even have that right, that we are imposing sanctions on them. But we have been doing our reports to various ministries that should be in charge of these duties.
Okay, quickly, Mr. Derok, let me put this question to you, and I will go to the engineer. The driver said they've been paying plenty things sticker, embossment, Lekma, whatever it is, plenty things. And yet they are not seeing the impact of what they are paying. What do you say, Mr. Speaker?
Well,
because the municipal coordinating director and the MCA are not here, you are the third in command. I will ask you questions.
well, I agree with them.
No, you need to speak up for us.
What they are paying. So now the duty lies on the assembly now to make good use of what they are paying. But the municipality is very large and very big. So whilst what they are paying and what the assembly is doing, when you bring them together, what the assembly is doing outweighs what they are paying.
If your space is large, it means you are collecting more. If you are collecting more, you must do more.
You see?
Q mutum datum. To whom much is given, much is expected.
Good. You see, we have a lot of projects. As I was saying, a lot of projects. And it is not only for the roads, as they are saying. As we are here, we are talking about education. We are talking about persons with disability. You see, so all these things come to place. But it is not only what they are paying, it's what we are using to do all these things. Even at times, funds come from different places. But I agree with them. It is the duty of the assembly to do more.
Beyond the agreement, what promise can you make to them? They are watching, they are looking, they are listening to you. They don't believe your promise. They don't believe your promise.
You see, I will not promise them. I will not promise them. But
why would you promise them? Because you don't fulfill the promises?
Not that we don't fulfill the promises. You see, this is a responsibility for all of us. Not them alone, not us alone. We all need to do our part. You see, we all need to do our part. And I believe in the shortest time.
What is the part that you will play? Tell me.
As the presiding member, like this Sando Hydron, this thing, we are pushing. You see, we are pushing.
Okay.
And we believe if this thing comes, everybody will be happy.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Can I find out whether we have an idea about the assembly's plan? Every assembly has a plan and a budget every year. And the citizens ought to be aware of the plans and the budget. So that when they are demanding, they will demand within the context of what we have planned to do in the year. If they pay taxes, they are paying taxes to do that particular plan.
It's supposed to be published
Are
by
they
the local
aware?
government.
Because it seems as if they might be demanding B when in actual fact A is what is in the pipeline. So if we can be more transparent and engage more the citizens and let them know, let them participate first in the plan development, and then let them be aware that this is the plan we have for this year. We are doing this one and not this one, so that it manages expectation within the resources and the plan of the assembly in a particular year.
Okay, I'm very happy. As I'm talking to you now, we have the one who is in charge of our finance. The chairman for finance and administration is here. So since we've mentioned budget here and there, I believe I will call him to also come and say something.
But do you publish these things? When you have a meeting, you know that in the Local Government Act, when you have a meeting, you are supposed to, as assembly members, inform the people of the decisions you took at the meeting. Before you go to the meeting, you must put them together and solicit their views to take to the assembly. Do you do that?
Yeah, we do that.
Do they do that?
Please. I believe. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
I believe
they
we
say
came.
You don't
I'm
do that.
I'm coming. Maybe they have forgotten. Let me remind them. We came to Star International School, Libertas Church. That is where we came to meet the community.
When was this?
That was last 2 years or last year, I believe so. Yeah.
And you have had only one meeting.
No, I'm coming.
No,
I'm coming.
slow down.
I'm coming.
Mr. Dirok.
I'm coming.
Mr. Dirok, hold on for me. The law stipulates that before you have a meeting, you must go to the people who gave you the power to hear them and to solicit their views and take it to the assembly. Then when you finish the meeting, you come to them and give them report because you are the servant. Yeah. And you say that last 2 years was when you had the first town hall meeting.
No. I'm not even talking about the town hall meeting, Po.
Okay, you met them.
We met them.
But it's been 2 years since you met them.
Yes.
Why?
No, for 2 years. I'm talking about the area. But for the town hall meeting,
No, let's talk about your area.
My area.
Where you have had more than 2 meetings at the assembly, correct?
Yes, please.
So why have you met them only once in 2 years?
Good. I met them, but that time we are talking about the challenges that the area is facing. And they should come out with the problems. And when we did that analysis, we realized that it was roads, which was number one. You see, so I want them to remember that we met them. Aside that, we've been having town hall meetings. Also, last 3 weeks, even last 3 weeks,
okay,
I presume last 3 weeks, we also met them at this place. That's why it's not assembly.
Okay.
We also met them as residents.
Okay.
At Pentecost Church.
Okay.
At Malik Runabout.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
Please, as I've said, my FNA chairman is here. So things like this, I will also select to come in.
All right. Thank you very much indeed. This is 3FM 92.7. It's Community Connect coming to you live from Teshi Chibleo. A time check at this point is some 28 minutes after 10. We're closing at 11. And we'll take some more questions from you. Madam, but let's go to the director of Agric quickly. Somebody asked a question about stray cattle. They were here the other time. We're told that now the cattle have increased. Mr. Felix Hammond is the director of agriculture.
Yeah, thank you very much. In fact, we deal with the livestock and the crops. It would be a good idea if we had a lot of livestock around. But as we see that the development is coming up, is catching up with the livestock farms. So I know that the cattle owners have been given a warning. Some have been taken to the court, and they've been given notices to move their cattle from where they are. So now, I believe it's a matter of time. But there was one particular
How
farmer.
much time? The people have no patience. Is
Yes.
that when you are driving at night and you don't use highlights, you will drive into a cow?
Yeah. There's one particular
that's
farmer.
dangerous.
One particular farmer has been asked to move. So he came to the Ministry of Agric. He had to get a movement permit from the veterinary services. And we have given it to him so that he has moved his cattle. The other ones are yet to move.
There's one particular one that Nanajima spoke about the last time. He said he's being stubborn. Is he still being stubborn? This man who has cattle that is misbehaving, is shitting all around?
Well, that details I don't know. It deals with the environmental officers.
Okay, so it doesn't fall under your jurisdiction, even though they are cattle.
They are cattle. We work with them, but it's the environmental health that takes the orders. They are the ones who implement those decisions.
Okay. Mr. Sophie, quickly, you had an intervention to raise, and then we'll talk about persons with disability quickly.
Yeah, I think earlier it was mentioned that the MC was absent.
Yeah.
She did tell me to relay to the community that she had prior engagements with the military academy, which has kept her away from being here. But she has started going around to meet the various communities. I know last 2 weeks she was in the Matechu area. I am sure as quickly as possible we'll communicate the plan to meet the community here and in other places to them so that they can have a one-on-one meeting with the MCE and other relevant officials. It's not going to be only when 3FM comes that we shall engage with the community. As we have said, we need to have more engagement with the community so that we can hear them and we can also tell them what we are doing.
What about the coordinating director? Where is he? Is he
are
also
some
at the
projects-
meeting?
The MC informed me.
But the MCD there, you don't know where he is.
He also asked me to be here, so I believe he felt that with the issues that were coming up, I'll be able to hold brief for him.
Okay.
However, I
so
think
the
that you
MCD
mentioned-
is at the office.
I don't know where the MCD is.
He asked you to come here this morning.
No, he informed us. He informed the heads of the department before today.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I think that you mentioned that some of the projects, like you have rightly said, when the budget is read and the projects are decided, the structure of the assembly is such that the unit committees and the assemblymen and the zonal councils are supposed to disseminate some of that information. This year, for instance, the assembly has earmarked to do some projects. It includes footbridges at the Teshi landing area. There are some footbridges in the Tribulao South area too that the assembly has gone in advanced stage of the procurement process and are almost ready to start work. So in Tribulao South, which is the area to the behind the Gono school, there will be one footbridge constructed there and 2 other footbridges whose railings have been broken will be repaired. In the Jaleba area, there's a certain place that drains were constructed, but the drains did not end up at the main drain. So the extension is going to be done. All of those things are set to take place within the next 3 months.
Okay.
Because the procurement has gone in an advanced stage.
Let me ask you a quick one about the bridge around the Kweshi area. It's a dark area. I'm sure the last time I mentioned it to you, the Kweshi Lagoon, between Labadi Beach and Laboma. There's a dark area, very dark area, and there's a stump in the road. It's dangerous. The last time we spoke about it, what is your plan? Have you fixed it? Because you haven't, really.
Okay. The Peshi main road, the beach road, is an arterial road. We are liaising with the regional department. That road, the management of it, we carry forward those issues so that the contractors who work on
Have you sent?
No, we discussed it with the maintenance engineer.
But you have not written an official communication that you can reference.
We haven't written an official communication.
Okay. Why haven't you written an official communication to say that this is the demand, fix it, so you can make reference to it? What if the man tells you, I've forgotten?
No, the contractor is responsible for patching that entire stretch. And so they mentioned 2 issues that day. What fell within the ambit of the assembly, which was the La Scala junction near Chitea Komfa. The assembly went ahead and did it. Now, no contractor is working there.
I'm asking you about the letter. Did you write a memo?
No, we didn't write a memo. So
why didn't you write a memo? Why?
We'll put together the rest of these issues and write to them that these other issues.
When will you write the memo?
Within the next week. Within the next week.
Finance director. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, boss. Good morning. Chief, tell us your name and your designation quickly.
Yo, Befio Maka, me Erica Numokle. JMG Finance Director, Shimiji Chairman for Finance and Administration Subcommittee.
Okay, thank you. Skanya working Meshaka or Bafik by this year.
Yo, if you're a Kanklan no Jack, you more UAP. The issue of budget, Nika Wofi, is a new published can offer no. If you like a law, how one can be. No, what we do is like we zonal councils, where your main assembly every year law how we back either we publish it, allow we display it there, which na kind requirement by law every year. What you court a gentleman zonal council, if you make what they may be zonal council, ke ucho anuman to be any no she washing be there ya ko wo na kan wontu any majeme fam Lekma high wo hayo name ke jo to can be in a pure name wo ayo bona fe ni kenye na gba jeru akoba assembly down Scott zonal council abanya solve ne can be in
You mean Lekma is a tenant on his own land?
Oh, even AMA is a tenant. Even Ghana is a tenant on his own land.
No, I'm asking you. You mean Lekma hires buildings on his own land?
That's what I'm saying. That
Jesus Christ.
No, it is not out of place. Even Almighty Ghana government has properties on its own. As and when the need arises, we cannot acquire land all over the place. So when we see that, we must get closer to our electorates, to the citizenry. I think that we should rather pat Lekma on the back. That we believe that we must get closer to the citizenry.
By being a tenant, are we looking at the cost as compared to if we had built a small zonal center that we could call our own and even have a terrace where we can rent out to people and rake in money?
As a matter of fact, Accra City Council was formed in 1953. As we speak, AMA still rents some properties. Lekma is work in progress.
That does
no,
not make
please,
it
I'm
right.
coming. Lekma is a work in progress. We are a baby assembly. We've acquired properties. We are putting up more properties. In the same vein, that doesn't stop us that when we see that we must get closer to the citizenry because we want to build, we shouldn't rent. We are putting up buildings. We are also renting in the interim. As and when we see that we don't need to rent again because we've put up so much, I think that will be a case of the past.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Please, I just want to also clarify something. We should have this in mind that all the taxes we are collecting goes into a pool. And development in a way is demand-driven. We shouldn't think that, for example, what Kam2 taxi drivers pay over there should be used to develop only Kam2. Everything goes into a central pool. And as I said, if today we've developed Chublo South here, Chublo North here, tomorrow we will not have to develop it again. The development will go to the next area. As we are taxi drivers here, there are several times I've picked people to my area. Development which has gone on.
So your point is?
My point is that we shouldn't only see our area that work is not being done there. As we speak, just last week, Lekma awarded no less than 5 contracts. We are doing foot bridges in the municipality which will facilitate movement.
Okay.
If you go to places like Akosomo number 4 and what have you, all these places, from the taxes you are paying, from the resources we put together, we are making a better Lekma for all of us.
Okay. Let me, no, maybe someone said, you ask your question, but let me ask you a quick question, sir. So, in the creation...
So, are they aware of this?
No,
all the litany of projects ongoing, are they aware, or you are now informing them?
No, as a matter of fact, we published them on our notice boards as required by law before the beginning of the year. We should know that...
At the assembly?
Both at the assembly and then at the zonal councils level.
Okay.
And then with our engagement with the citizenry, we do them. We do the town hall meetings. We engage our...
how often is this town hall meeting held?
We do them as required by law.
How often have you done it?
This year you had one.
I'm coming. So, this year, for example, how many have you done? We are in the month of May. How many have you done?
So far, this year, I don't know of any town hall meeting with them, but we have a plan of doing one in the month of June.
And the first quarter is almost gone. The first half of the year is almost gone. And you think that the people will be informed with this lack of frequency of putting together town hall meetings?
You see, as a matter of fact, that's why we have the assembly we made this day. We are also in a way supposed to engage them. Because we should know that Lekma is a very vast area.
Because that engagement, I'm asking this question because when you're looking to be elected as an assembly member, you go from house to house. You join the people to do cleanup exercises.
That is true.
You do a lot of things for people. As soon as you get power, the meetings and the interactions with the people reduces. And that's why they are complaining.
Yeah, in as much as that is a problem, we should also look at the challenges that not only Lekma Assembly members, but Assembly members in general face. That is the issue of resourcing the Assembly member, which I believe that NALAC at the higher level is trying to solve that out. Because averagely, meeting or organizing community deba for people, you spend not less than 800 Ghana cedis at a meeting. So, and you multiply this by 12 honorable assembly members plus 8 government appointees, you are talking about 20 quarterly, 800 going across. But what we do is we have segmented Lejokuku. This time around, we may have the town hall meeting here. Okay. Next time around, we'll go here and we'll go here. And we believe that every electoral area will be covered.
Let me ask you a very final question and say thank you to you. Before a district or municipality is created, there's a criteria. So you must have a certain level of gravitas to be able to get it. In other words, how many years now form in plus the explanation? I'm asking this because of the explanation you gave me about renting and telling me is a new thing. My mother worked with AMA for 37 years. So I'm really taken aback that you're using that as a standard for what we're doing now. I find it unacceptable. No, okay. What do you say?
Oh, thank you very much.
Because every assembly must have a certain qualification. The population, your economy, plenty other things before you are set up. Okay. Now you have been set up and you are hiring buildings with the intended generator funds.
No, what we should know is this. When Lekma was formed, Lekma was in a rented apartment at Nungwa Barrier. As we speak, Lekma itself acquired her own property in the estate. After acquisition, we've put up almost almost about 3 other story buildings. As we stand, Lekma is this year going to put up a 3-story multi-purpose office complex at our library complex there. We still have land here, which we also know that we are coming to develop. You see, the needs of the community is so large that we cannot pump all our resources only into buildings.
Okay, thank you, sir. Grateful. Mr. Dero, quickly take a question. Then we'll go to Auntie for persons with disability. The last time we were here, there were 2 public toilets. You remember? 2 public toilets that had been done. Agbena, Shakbelekona, Nimeba use. Agbelena. Agbele toilet na. Mebo agbele na.
Ni agbele almost 2 months.
I used to be on it. Ofane toilet dem be yo.
Ofane e nobo bi ene no.
E komi e nobo. Ake komi o ye bi egbani nuta ajeme.
No ne ken le engineer agba ejeme.
But engineer came what's the other guy? What's his name? The tough guy. I forgot his name. Yes. He told me that they will fix it in a month. Agbekona una. Mino agbekona ole.
Oh, ofane.
Allow.
Ofane.
Allow. Mr. D-Rock, yemo.
Inyeme anokwale sani woke enye. Do ka won kan anokwale ahunye ninye ka enye pe na eje anokwale ni be nye ka wo ye ojugba. Because ofane toilet enye like agbele na lo agbele kuna. Ofane agbele na lo agbele kuna. Ofane yo be me ni yo je me ba yo rasa ka agbele na lo agbele kuna. Won kwa nye fa ke fi enya wo yo anokwale keke wo fe ba ye bo awo.
Okay.
No ni je anokwale nye ha wo yo a. Ni ntabi ene enye la ka chi no yo ofen imale mi kan no je anokwale. Okay.
Thank you. And I must say a very big thank you to Mr. D-Rock. He made available the marquee. D-Rock, Mr. D-Rock, how canopy say, you want to say thank you to the Cap Hotel as well. They gave us this venue, and a special one to Nesiva Ventures for providing us with electricity. So the community is obviously very much happy with what we were doing here. This program, Community Connect from Tesi Kibleo, is an extended version. It's some 42 minutes after 10, and it's brought to you by Star Ghana with support from Danida, the UK Aid, and the European Union. Let's hear from Auntie Eteseng. Let's talk about persons with disability because they are also part of our society. Auntie Eteseng. Bibi Aboko.
Ogo na so yede.
Mentiasie.
Mesi ni mu go na so ni mu yede.
Eden na ma ni mu bo.
Odikan michia ahwafo ne etiefu nyina. Memma no Ghana, ya ma me ne ma wo wen, me ma ho nyina pe ma Thursday. Odika so yede Yakopon ase. Watu hine gu na so ne minister da ho o yedo. No o hwe. Yanye ho na wokọ ba yanye wate ase. Oya disability onya do the phone. Mpayinfu no obu obere onto a na ada. Otie bie so osi so won on shawo wirima esi do owodue.
Bocho ka wasam ai.
Mpacho yo.
Twade tew.
Baba yo mebre. Ane ye den abofra ebusumanum na wode de hyem se wonya mfidu. Common fan. Me lo kwasti oven. Eno onye isam na ade. What total ni ya 50 million. One friend with this color, mama 10 million, almost 9 years. Make it 10 sanu juma baku 16 or my job of friends major ni na. Minimum me 2 time tree aton, me kuya weather or turn a weather machine. I brought for US, what about me video, ning in a lab, Sumbia Wotia, what discover and Smith and Capasso and Sankadama. Oh, yeah, about
one would a child photo of the Marbrofo.
I picture for US. Ana the asana cerebral palsy overpay Lekma Lungwano many abafraid in a damo cerebral palsy we pay Lungwa. If you are Ghana hand but Lungwa didn't start to be
okay.
Through many abafraid. And abafraid like I was pretending a profitable fee is the go to try purchase what you try to what to cry. It's US ambassador more winners are abafraid and my one way of no if you can't what shall I Ghana? No what buy. Osman nipa kuma ba obehwehwe ya Lekma no kan yedin nti bo boy e do be obehwem na me ya mu kunu krom mara ba mete pantundo ewa achimpoku mbadu na ade asana me fra ade se me fra na mama fra na wo hwe ho pe mu do ewo fie na me bisa wan nti mu hudum da me be na gira be me jamili yeten mu hudum me gi loan 3 as a bank opportunity na wada bo fra abram loan na me no me ntumi ntua enyipa ya discount no wo fa ni chain if you go to baby no obo say 1 million or the tua mama is 400 obaya one will miss go do 15 na wo cross waje what mama bank dem when I jane no o je ho chi ni nyina ro ke me say me 1 cd kokko no ba ko e cho hwe wa aboma abo no mama 1.8 me ka fa eburo me de adoko so anche no ayakaw ane na chi no ya tenten no yedimi na iku no abafredi obaye iku abrafo wa kwam simi nimbi no okita bi na bra me bra no ye ize ntisam wo bi a won so maka ho na bro yin kan to osman nti yin pa yin be no fa na nasi no asidam da me change mam kaka mam wa na me mutum me de bo no wa me wa start pin ya be shia no obaye no organization is in first is no what the be no oya best di Ghana
obey oko school a
papa go school na net be
iba zinte no go school
papa me de ko was one gen
oh
ina common fund so 50 million 10 million what mam 6 year over na me de request o say wiem suru ba hwen suru to hwen 9 years me nya hwi film 10 years ni
common fund ya ma obi
woman what mam so 10 million what mam aya 10 million what mam over this wa na ma je me adwuma ye na me 5 busman me ba since you don't know why you're at the hospital, look at the home, Minyaska.
Inti, say assessment center or yet to me share Colanoma, yet to me assess your muso, bet me a school and as on to me school. What did I assessment center?
Papa being you, I call back to well, and in Mamma to pampers, women, yappy. And I will charge him boom. It's in Yamia, no qualifier. It's an Ijuanga can medal. It's a last year award. Yeah, Papa had a Greek master. Enti abaframe nyini tena he ababa wo do fa na ya na fam daddy no so baka ku no ho ye ni nema ye floating 2 days no fa ku no register de yan de ya papa vas do mahama obaka hu 2 weeks no fa ye state house or ya party my hen sika o de my hen all of this misem gari ni gis cannot check my hen 20 Ghana 20 Ghana o wi en kan o fa no ba fa ku su ka ho no odi ya pictures odi chinchi odi jiji ndema since you was papa okoboy wa my aye wa kan we radio wa metashi disability for bus ye hunu bus bia mekuro me bus we dey kasi early system na da me anu na chi da me bus no asa na chi so the pictures odo kure Lekma o ka ji 30 million no so odi ya picture I mean I'm sing na chem bibia wodo basing the 1,000 po Mr. Enoch, I don't know this kind of mind. Make I just me able to about from memory and the last 4 months. Yes, Hannah.
Okay.
You can want some.
Medase, Tobo.
Yo.
Tobo. Yeah.
Sumbia won basic consumer sanka.
Yeah.
Sumbia la. Members will common fund, Obiania, Ellen, Adada, and pay for where we for that common fund. Members collect one or one.
Obi Jimudin because you come
from enough from Daddy.
Hey, okay, Mamintie, Bacho Casa, but your friend say.
Sorry. Ofane Shibani. Last time no about beer. No me na ni why an accident ni problem te Lekma ka mi wa mi eno ke mi akshi na chi last time no ba bi eno ke mi aka nka wi shi e ba ko hyehyɛ no e ba ta uska mi ni
ji se ni wo ba bi e ke o ka wi
shi ko hyehyɛ no ba set to
eno ji fund secretary
o fa ne e ke ko hyehyɛ no ba set to mi ke ntwale po phone ne po e wo no na ne fe npoto ne fen kwato ne fen kwato onya machu ni ntasia ne wo mini gbomoji bi ane ne wo yo Ghana ni ko onya mi mpla ala onya mi pla no ba wale no wale wo bi ane mi sa ne pen mi bi aka sha no ke yesu mo ni ma gbo alo kan gbo akoni e ba wo mi ke ya ma
it's too much to take. This is heartbreaking. Let's hear from somebody obinso and her ofa ne kale
Bacho your friend Esther. Me na last time ya ba hanom me ka say
5 years
okay me common fund. I'll be Mr. James, any secretary now.
Right.
Omoka said 2 weeks down by disbursement. Number friend. Up till now, you're from Bia or Bian fee.
From Omumfa.
Number pa no market. Oh my disbursement. Now so young dear. Oh my beer. Last time you call Ministry of Gender, Madam Bika your friend at Hama, Mina Michiana Bisas, and I said them who watch a pa. I catch me say, Mr. James, I catch and say, testing disabled for you now, you're common fund, which is not true. And you know, crack. I am true. What's Nancy? I'm a city allowance. I'm not really fear disabled snow. I say, yeah, I'm fun, young candipa. As soon as you crack, I call an the no timidity. On to me, Jerry. On to me, yet, they are winning power when I was on Sour Hoyano. On to me, yet. Nanny Pabena, I just none. I shall. Sikaka cry, no Sika or I buy Sika. But if a man or not find Shakolan. No more for no more. Obi to me 50 million, not the acquired a year and 1 year. Now yet one more
allegation they are no washing.
I no kula. Allegation, I no kula 50 million.
Why they give 50 million? No,
50 million, not the acquired. I start from the Bamayano. Nobody acquire or my year and 1 year. I no kula. Yenny ya black, yenny ya qua assembly, why yenny ya black. Assembly for no more player.
Assembly.
It is some person ya fan kola ne bramwa ya de ko da kuru ya ba san kola ni na ne de akokogu Lekma hono no mo hwa won
Pacho for microphone man ti we na me nti ono so ne no masem kakra na on kasa kakra nti pacho your friend saying
pacho your friend tana jete
okay I over you morgan
over na agbaji
small girl
no me ko bon se fele npa se an nkelete bi an no me
as keep more microphone yeah
no me as school ni efele bi an ne infio efia no ko ba ya aele woni kanye ba bi en nge bank ma fun yen kanye
ko kele ke school first school ahele
wane
bi de wa be hele bi de wa be ka me hele
wane no ni tuntu we wona me ka me hele
okay thank you over the pass my microphone auntie bacho kan say bi o say obi de mudi nkoji common fund
bacho
possible sir because common fund no o throw wodi say o pay bia ye be frel no more assessment and so no mama ana
bacho
na e ba ne say na o de obi to be koji ma o no
yes on the cerebral palsy no obaka Lekma ho no ina answer na wo bato aba no ye float in 2 weeks into your papa do Mahama or divide one status no your party man into 2 weeks yeah floating that the damful so a coba yeah to me one into abana want to know asum dream in the letter Lekma na Lekma yeah never get that James no your budget in my hand no one boy yeah the 100 the quite one boy and 30 million I mean me leader me sing that bibia me vice no fan no no you are floating 2 days no for equality or register or the anything no the pictures no or that's just a first page no this understand no the bad one ko cry or the pressure ko to brain knock no model no what all the 30 million mo na me come fan about fresh year na me se me ko make be sad come fan wa ba na enti me go be send na ko se come fan no me se be na wo promo what the school I want you to put a so I do pay. Not bought them. No pampers to into cerebral palsy the winning.
Okay.
Also, that be now some lady be no about also for fun island. I'm not done or banner. Yeah, man, 30 million.
Mammy, no, why?
Our host is here. Sister was not go to school. One uncle school come. Why are you paying head, Mr. Oduno?
Okay. Chief, I have not heard from you today. Quickly, and I will come around the table. Kofi will speak to the education bit of it. Mr. Deborah will give us a few responses and presiding member. Yes, boss.
Yo.
Good morning. Where's the microphone?
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
You come out here, no,
Ofana that job hotel.
Ofana a chom not Ebenezer not a donko. Popular known as Osama bin Laden. Yo, none are you okay? My chance is if you none wa mami awie anokwale aka beni cerebral palsy be ani atie wo ka won fe na abo amoni wodie wo enshi echon ni afe program enta secretary ni nye cerebral palsy bi ahie shikani sane assembly eha wo ewo ni mami letie na ha le na kan
ye ha bi na ha anye
wa bi assembly aha wo ewo ni wo fe floating enta Dani mamile isa eti assembly ni ahale na kanska ona ale ekometo ekoska eken ha kuwe e wo bia na eche ehi akele hu ehia eku ni won wo hia wo he e wo e ani bia na mi blamo e ba ku emi
Okay.
ni le enye wogbe ni wo hia ni le eken yeni ehia wogbe ni eken yeni e wo je me efe na agba e ha wo
Echi atwa.
echi atwa
Okay. All right.
Eko wogbe ni eken yeni kecha no hu ke ma yu efi assembly mepi eje paje lo ewo mepi ni common fan ne keje be na je sisi moko amena ko eko ni ka an market abaka wo medan si meko me na si enyo ni moko ya ni skomepo enako eko wo je me aka ni mi jiku ehien yen lo egba na
bi joku egbe
wo ye ni na GSPD enu Ghana na fe e cover ku paje lo efe to mo fi amo
oku emi jo ku egbe
GSPD no
GSPD
GFD ofa na ewo ya ko si
na ya GFD ya bia
ofa na amachon bo mi fi o be mi ni Lekma nuwa ke tesi ko mi anu ele wo ya GFD
ofa na mimba today I'm speaking my last
speak it
ofa na mimba minta o mali number of disability groups ni na yo ye bia na GSPD
ni
mi ye ko
okay why a hope for life
GFD ye bia ni mi ye ko
ke cerebral palsy ku ke more hope
see wo nye fe ko me ni nye ba umbrella ko me shishi ko ni nye gbe mi ati kenya wie na nu
noji no ni to magbla mi e chonye ake GSPD noji ku ni ache first ye Ghana na e wo no ne kan Ghana na fe ko te popa fe no oba na GFD eje si aka ni ayeku emi me ko me hu ke eku enoko fi o ya ba ke
onye fe politics no he to onye
o fa na da bi ji aka won fe politics
because ke mo fi amo te acheku eku na mo assembly ke ba deal
assembly o fa na enu no no oju o sisi
no no you akasi one of the main problems
go Bimba so Helen, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Just say
yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, me what Teshi Triblow, you're live on 3FM 92.7. A man for say what did your musica disability for cerebral palsy for in a way this cannot na omuhu biom ayampa.
But I'm also this kind of then.
Almost when Jessica did they say you have taken monies on their behalf from the assembly from a meeting that you had with ex-president Mahama. And they cannot find you, and you have spent their money. Yes, you. Is it true?
It's not true. Ex-Mahama, I didn't even have contact with ex-Mahama, the ex-president. And I don't know if people said they can't even find me because I have a center in Teshi. And I'm almost everywhere on the radio. I'm everywhere. So when they said they can't even find me, I don't know who I went in his name to take money.
Do you know a certain Auntie Emilia at Lekma?
I know Emilia.
Do you know her?
I know her.
What has been the relationship between you and her in terms of fighting the cause of cerebral palsy, funds that come to you and all of that? I want to know your side of the story.
I was working with her some years back. But in fact, my vision was not hers. She didn't understand why I should be doing certain things free for some of the parents with children with cerebral palsy. And even when some of them are in need and I give them money, she has an issue with it. So with what I wanted to do and with what the intentions were, it wasn't the same. So I moved out. Yes, we break out.
She alleges also that, well, you started a group and later you would form a school out of the group. Is that correct? A school for persons with disability, children with cerebral palsy. Is that correct?
When I was with her, it was just a self-help group. We didn't work out. And when we left everything for her and we moved out. So I don't know when she said I established a group out of her, because when I was with her, it was just parents with children with cerebral palsy that were meeting. But when the things did not work out, we moved out, and later on we started something on our own. So I don't know if she says I started something with her. I don't know, it's not true.
Is it a case that you have a school indeed that also serves an assessment center for?
Yes, I have a school. A school that takes care of children with cerebral palsy.
So this allegation of money hovering around your head, how do you plan to deal with it?
In fact, that has been an issue. She thinks that caring for children with cerebral palsy means gaining. She doesn't know it's a sacrificial job that you need. It is you rather who is saying. She thinks that the whole thing is about you gaining. So she doesn't actually understand that when you are in like that, it is you rather that will give to the society, that will give to the children. So that has been a motive. That was why I moved out, because with her thinking that caring for children with cerebral palsy or an NGO all means gaining wasn't my mind, was not at all, because I have a child with cerebral palsy and I know the pain I have gone through. So I was there to actually support parents with the same cause, so that what I went through and I was able to come out, some people will be there, will not be able to come out. It's not about gaining. It is about giving. It is about giving hope to the hopeless. It's about giving a kind of life to people who want to lose it. That is all about it. And that is one thing she doesn't understand. She thinks it's all about money. It is not about money. Because what I put in every day concerning this children, it's a star. If it's about money, I would have stopped long time. But it's a joy that at the end of the day, you put some smile on the face of a child with cerebral palsy, and you put a smile on a mother who wants to take her life and that of the child.
Helen.
And that is what it is.
Hello,
so with her mentality and mind, it's two different things. So she thinks it's gaining. It is not so. It is rather giving out.
Helen, Helen, now they also allege that there was a state function where a party was held for persons with disability, children with cerebral palsy, and they were talking about it was a pre-election event, and at that point some money exchanged hands and that money came to be with you. Is that correct?
I wasn't even the one that took them. When I was just a common floor member, there was a leader who took us there, and he handled everything. So I don't know whether you're saying that money came to me. It was when the people were delaying that I went forward to tell them that we have children with this kind of disability, and we are sitting here as at 7 a.m. You need to do so. I approached them. They were able to release them. And I wasn't even the leader that went with them that day.
Okay.
So I don't know when she said that the money came to me. I don't seriously understand it.
Okay. Auntie Amelia, every phone line is also on J. She, Yao Canina, Tobo.
Mpacho yo Ellen.
No. Also Yao Canina and Yeno cre, but time the crown now na we leader.
Yo, I am pushing pa that's a thing in our into one famous and there. Lekma no cry no. Picture Ben or the catcher, Mr. Enoch. Dan no leader. Into all the kind of water in my hand. On Faber no Mr. Enoch, on 30 million. One kind of me, make up some common fine.
Okay.
Asana, Mr. Enoch, or the catcher, my member, kind of Ben and Mr. Enoch is our friend.
Okay.
No, I mean, only at
all right, thank you.
Also, not 1 million, but that
no. Okay, so Helen, she's saying that you put some pictures together, went to the assembly and collected money.
Yes, please let me clear this. I have next lectures in the next minute, so let me clear this.
Right.
In fact, I did a float with her. The time we were together, we did a float. I organized a float. In fact, I pre-financed the float because Lekma said they didn't have money then.
Okay.
So I should pray. The director told me that, Ellen, if you can get a loan, do it. Later we'll give it. And that time we're actually together with Inclusion Ghana. So Inclusion Ghana also supported us with some money. And at the end of the day, the float, we spent 5,000 for something.
Okay.
That was it. When we sent it, Lekman, Inclusion Ghana actually gave us 1,200. Then through one or two things, I was able to get some through that we added up. But when we finished, we were left with about...
Your line is breaking up. Hello? Yes.
Yes, well, that's about 3,000 something. Then, when she started with this thing that she was doing there, I left. So I didn't let my again to check on it.
We can't see.
I left the whole thing I do for 5 good months. And she never
Helen.
Yes.
Could you reposition yourself because the line is cracking up? We can't hear you. Hello? Hello? Well, I think we're lost. But because okay, so what I have here, and you can all see, this is a photo with ex-President Mahama in there with the two ladies and their children. Picture no ne, infonia no ne. No. I find that by you. So photo, evidence no lie.
Hello.
Helen.
Yes.
Yeah, she's just shown me a photo with you and her and some children and ex-President Mahama. And you told me that you hadn't met the ex-president before.
I didn't say I haven't met. I said I didn't have connection. We went to a program where the ex-president was there. I said I don't have. You said.
Okay,
we went for a program. We went for a program when they were doing the election.
Okay.
And Mahama was greeting us. He was coming. He was greeting us, and he came closer, and he greeted. That was my first time seeing Mahama. And when he left, the cameras were off, nothing else. I'm talking about if I have, you were asking if I have this thing, and I said I don't have any connection with Mahama outside camera. There was a program, he was greeting the children with cerebral palsy and their parents.
So at that meeting, at that program, were you giving some money? Was there a group at the time that you belonged to giving some money?
I wasn't the leader that sent them. It was Brian who sent.
Well, granted you were not the leader. Granted, you were not the leader, but were you giving? Are you aware, at least per your association with the leader of the group at the time, are you aware that some amount of money was given to you to take care of the children?
That is what I'm explaining to you, sir.
Okay.
That is what I was explaining to you. That there at 7, when Brad James is approaching for them, when he approached that they should give the money. Then the lady was telling her, please go back, it's not your turn. So I was there and I was like, wow, how can we be holding this children and we'll be standing here? So I approached.
Okay.
And the woman was even showing, I said, no, you can't show us off because we have children with this. And we are still here at this time. And he said, oh, okay, it's a cerebral palsy group, this is your money. And Brad James was there. And it was this. Then he took it. So it was Brad James who handled it. So when he's talking about any money, I don't actually know that money because it was Brad James who took us. And he was the leader of the group. And at the end of the day, he received the money and did better whatever that he did.
Okay. Ellen, the other question I want to ask you is that they further suggest the money that was given to you was for the upkeep of the persons with cerebral palsy. And that in fact you factored that money into production for the program that you had, the walk and all of it. And they think that was misappropriation of funds and wrongful use of the money because it was for the children. What do you say to that?
Please, I think she's confused. I think she's confused because this conversation cannot be done on phone. I think she's confused. I think she's confusing the whole issue because that money that was present, she's saying that during the present program was given. It was given as, I think, their TNC. So Brad said it for them as TNC. So I don't know. Or is she talking about the Lekma?
No, she's talking about the money that was, he mentioned Enoch's name and that you put some pictures together and the money was given through you to be given to them, but they never got the money.
Please, that is the Lekman money that was given. The money that, the program that the float that was, I pressed finance that was given. And as I was telling you, that when the whole issue started, I started with just money thing and I left.
Okay.
The money was there at the assembly for 5 good months. She couldn't even set a foot there. She didn't even go there. So I was there, and one day I said, I put all this money into it, and nothing is heard. This lady has not even been there. I saw somebody there. And the person said, Ellen, haven't you people come for your thing? I said, no. He said, we have signed it a long time. Why are you people? I said, Emilia has not been there. I said, no.
Okay.
I said, oh, okay. Because she did not invest into it.
Right.
She didn't see the need.
Right.
So I went for it, and it took me about a month
Okay.
to get it. And because I trade finance, it was later discussed among the table. And they said, since I trade finance the distance, the money, and it didn't even come to me. It didn't even come to me. I gave it back to the cerebral palsy children. It
Okay.
didn't even come to me.
Helen,
That money that
I
I
thank
gave
you
it
very
back.
much for your time, Helen. That's all
Thank
time on
you.
allowance. We're most grateful.
God bless
Okay,
you. I
and
appreciate
then we're wrapping up shortly. Mr. Deborah, I'd like to hear from you. It looks like there's a bit of disarray within your constituency. Pockets of associations, people fronting, people collecting money, people misapplying money, and everybody's using their condition to collect money and job. It doesn't look good on you, sir. What do you say? Please give me a microphone for Mr. Deborah. And we're wrapping up shortly, so Urban Blend on 3FM 92.7 can take over.
Yeah, I think it is unfortunate that this kind of image is being put out there. And it looks like, especially parents with children of cerebral palsy, the kind of problems or challenges that they go through, they are always on people for support. But when the support is given, I think they are, according to what I'm hearing, think they are not managing well for the benefit of the children. So it's one thing that I have taken note of, and I will make sure that we meet them to put things to rest. Then, secondly, the council, being aware of the challenges and difficulties that encounter parents with children with cerebral palsy, we have engaged the Ministry of Gender so that they are enrolled onto the LEAP program.
Right.
So we realize that in fact the common fund cannot solve their problem.
Okay.
But if they are given some regular amount of support, I think that also already we have engaged with the ministry. Ministry has welcomed the idea, and I think within the first half of this year, they will announce it.
The first half is gone already. We are in the second
We
half.
are getting to the close of the first half. And we
Yes.
have already secured the consent of the ministry.
I see.
Yeah.
Mr. Quick one, I'll ask you. There's also this lady who says that her child had convulsion when she was young. She's taking her to school, and nobody wants to accept the child. What do you say?
I want to find out from whether she has been in touch with the special education officer and the social welfare officer, because they are to team up to ensure that the child is given educational opportunity.
I can be like a special education officer, or TJ Lo, the assembly, allo Ministry of Education, or TJ. No, TJ, I'm a cable.
I'm a camera because she meaning to one. I'm a few ambulance. Nika Bile came young Kella, just means from a class.
Okay.
I'm a gun back with me.
Okay. Maybe.
Over nature.
Eche tomo no jie no afi kome.
If you 1 year.
If you 1 year. Okay. Mr. Deborah, she says she's contacted them. And she made the request that she wants her child to go to school, even though at some point she would get missing and then they will find her. But then she wants the child to go to school, and then they said they will investigate. But it's been about a year or maybe over. So that's the situation now.
Then she should, after this program, you should see me and give me her contact.
Okay.
So that we do.
All right.
92.7.
This is 3FM 92.7.
It was